Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Let's Play Planet Coaster. Today I am working on the queue line for my floorless coaster, Phobia, and working on Foliage and the surrounding paths. So this is kind of my first queue line that I really worked kind of hard on to make look semi-realistic. I mean, I think it looks pretty good at the end, but because this is my first queue that I've really been serious about, I need practice. So I didn't really know what I wanted to do with this. I just kind of built as I went, and I feel like that's kind of something that I just do on a normal basis, is just kind of build as I go. I don't really pre-plan things out. I really hope to see more railings in the future, and if the Planet Coaster developers, they don't make more, I'm sure we'll get more with the custom content eventually, now that that is supported. But because one of the things here with these railings, where if you want a railing that goes up or down at an angle, it just looks really weird, and that personally bothers me a lot. But there's nothing I can do about it right now, so just kind of going with that. And then I would like to see the paths kind of extend a little bit, with the fast pass lanes, because for whatever reason, the person that is the little staff person is kind of on the grass for some reason, and that's never made much sense to me. So I went and I built the queue all around so that the person would be standing on the pavement, which seemed like a really ridiculously long step to have to do, just because they never, I don't know why they chose to put that person just out in the grass. It just doesn't make much sense. So I tried to do something about that, and then here I'm just kind of doing foliage, and I'm not super creative with foliage. I'm not much of a gardener, and I just kind of did what I thought looked good. I hope this looks okay. I just kind of chose this purplish plant because it sort of matched the color of the ride. There's a lot of purple on the ride, obviously, so I just chose that. And then I didn't really know what to do here other than add some flowers to the ground coverage plants. I was sort of going for sort of an ajuga, some sort of ground coverage kind of plant, and then so I chose to make those purple for the same reason that I made everything else purple. And then here I wanted to make a waterfall, so this is what I'm doing here. That's a feature I would love to see in the game in the future, is waterfalls, because when RCT3 came out, it didn't have waterfalls, but then I believe when the second expansion, no, it was the first expansion pack, RCT3 Soaked came out, it had waterfalls included. So hopefully that's something we'll see in the future, because that would it would make so many people happy, and I'm sure they're working on something like that, and they're just trying to get the physics and everything right. I'm sure that's probably what is going on. So because I'm not really building a whole park, I kind of put all of the utilities and things, and like staff break areas, things like that. I just kind of put them in an area that you can't see. I'm kind of building this with the idea of sort of like in video games where there's like areas you can't see off camera, or beyond the limit of the environment. That's sort of what I'm doing with this, because I'm a little lazy. I didn't want to build a whole park. I just wanted to build a coaster. That's so. But anyway, so I am working on the planters now around that, kind of on the paths that surround or next to the ride. And I don't really know what to say about these. They're just kind of, it's a planter. Yep, sure is. I added some foliage, and then I did add a little bit of lighting in the planters and flowers. I'm saying so much because it's really early for me. I usually get up a lot later, but I got up early to work on this. And then I chose to use these lamps on the path. They're different than the ones I used on the paths for the coaster itself. There I put the lighting in the planter. But I think I end up reducing the number of lamps that I used, because I think that it looked kind of weird with how many that I used. And then I had to make another little planter here, and I just covered it. I used another path and then covered it with an in-game planter. And then I just finished up the path railings. And I just kind of continued with the really tall ones, because I didn't really see, I couldn't think of a way to do it without it looking weird. So, and then I'm just kind of finishing up this foliage here, and I think I'm pretty close to the end of this. I did a lot of my background foliage and filling in stuff, so that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will try to get this recorded and edited next week, hopefully. I've had a lot of stuff going on, and especially with the holidays coming up, work's been kind of hectic, so I can't promise that I'll have a video up next week. I can't promise that I'm going to be able to upload regularly this month, but I will try my best. I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Take care.